Hi, Ian Dainty here again. And as you know, we're talking about 15 and more methods for lead generation. We've been through three, and today I want to go through the fourth one. And I like to call it the best long-term method for lead generation. And I think you'll find that most marketers will agree with me on this. And it's called direct response marketing, or short form DRM. DRM, direct response marketing, is having someone respond to any of your marketing campaigns. So when you whatever you do for them in marketing, they'll respond somehow. So what is it? Well, by responding to your message, you will then send them something. Now, they may respond in you're trying to sell them something right away, and they'll respond. You may want to just collect their contact information. So why do you do this? Well, you will build the most important item in your business through direct response marketing, and that's why it's the best long-term method you can get, and that's your list. So your list of prospects that will become your list of suspects that will become prospects that will become customers or clients, depending what how you call them in your industry. I like the word clients, and I've been through that before, and I won't go through it again. But anyway, the real key is you build your list, and obviously they're interested in what you have to offer, and so that's what you do. So what are some examples of direct response marketing? Well, there's direct mail. Direct mail still works perfectly. As you know, post office, although has struggled both here in the States and the UK and most places around the world, businesses dropped off. They found other ways to work, and so the post office isn't going out of business. Direct mail really works very, very well. Email, which is just another form of direct mail, although I think open rates are much greater with direct mail. If you get something in the mail, you're liable to open it than a lot of spam emails, as you know. But still, email you can use for direct mail. Social media is perfect for direct mail. I'm sorry, for direct response marketing, where people go somewhere and they click on something and you give them something. Advertising. I agree. Well, direct mail and email are usually, so you pick your direct mail, so usually some sort of advertising. But what you want to do is advertise in things in places like Google AdWords, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, etc. And so there's all kinds of areas you can advertise in: CPC, cost per click networks, CPM networks, etc. You can also use broadcast, radio, television. You can use print ads. There's all kinds of areas that you can do advertising in that will draw people, and you'll give them something. And seminars are another one. If you get a chance to speak at a seminar where you can then say to people, "Hey, I've got this great ebook, or I've got this great book. Just give me your contact information and I'll send it to you." All kinds of areas that you can do direct response marketing to build your list. So how do you do it? Well, what is direct response marketing? First of all, well, it's you send something out, and two things either happen: either they buy from you, or three things, or they respond and they give you, and that's why it's called response. They respond and you give them like an ebook or a download or a physical book or a DVD or all kinds of things you can give them. So what I want to look at now is how do you do that? Well, there's a formula called ADA. Okay, it's got nothing to do with the opera, but it is called ADA. And ADA stands for attention, the first thing, interest, desire, and action. So what it says is, in any direct response mail you send out or a campaign piece you send out, the first thing you got to do is get their attention, whether it's any way you do it. And of course, that's a lot to do with your headline or your subject line, etc., and also the first few paragraphs of your sales copy or your attention copy. It could be your bullets. So you in the copy that you've got. So you got to get that. Then you build up interest. You can do that through things like stories. What's happened to you, what's happened to other clients, social proof, all of those things build up the interest. And desire then says, here's things that went wrong. Here's how we can make it right for you. So in the interest side of it, the story could be start off with a little bit of negative. The government's out to get you. Here's how things have gone wrong for you. You could have a villain in your story, etc. And then bring out the hero. Then you bring out the desire. Here's the benefits you can get. And the attention Area 2, you should have a benefit. But in the desire, then you really build up 1 or 2 or 3 benefits. And then the action is, here's your call to action. Here's what you need to do. Write or return this postcard, reply to this email, etc. And here's the thing that you'll get. And then fill out this form, and here's what you'll get. Okay, so that's the ADA direct response marketing, how you work through it. Of course, it's a lot more sophisticated than that, and any good marketing is sophisticated. And if you do it right, that's why you beat your competitors, because a lot of them are just too lazy to do the sophistication part. So if you want to do if you want to beat out your competition, this is one of the best long-term. This is the best long-term method you can use. So what are the steps to success? Well, you have to do market research. Both, are you in the right market? Who's your ideal client? What issues do they face? What's your value proposition, etc. Then you develop, as I mentioned, your freemium, which is a now this is if you're not using direct marketing as selling directly, but you want to build your list. The freemium is just a free premium, and I've seen it reduced to freemium, which is a great thing. And as I said, it could be an ebook, could be a download of some software they could use for a month. It could be a technical paper. It could be a actually book, a solid book, that you buy at the library, those kinds of things. So there's a freemium. You give this away. So you have to develop that. And then you build your campaign around that. And as I mentioned earlier, there's all kinds of campaigns you can build around it. And use as many media as possible. The more media you use, the better chance you have of doing it. You should test all media to see which ones work and to see which ones are profitable for you, whether that be broadcast. I'm not big on broadcast for small businesses, but you could still put ads in magazines. Obviously, we talked about ads in LinkedIn and particularly Google AdWords and Facebook. You should use social media. You should use email. You should use direct mail. So there's all kinds of. You should use as many media as possible, so that you can get your message out. And you always be testing it. So you don't send out a million emails or a million mails to start with. You test it with a smaller sample, see how it works, test your copy, see if it's working, etc. So they are the steps to success for your direct response marketing campaigns. Okay, so next time, remember you're going to get 2 of these per week. There's an RSS feed button on the right-hand side of my blog here, so click on it, and then that way you'll make sure you get them all about how to build up and what are the different methods you can use to run your marketing business. Next time I'm going to talk about seminars, teleseminars, and webinars, etc., and how they can go. And please leave your comments below here, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write me. My email address is there too, or even call me if you wish. Thanks a lot. Until next time.